Thanks for popping in, guys. We have a special episode for you for our 49th episode. This is like a first impression, first time Ryker rider experience we get to share with you. That's Gibby right there, getting a little spook from that torque on that Ryker 600. He actually gets to test drive the Chiquita Banana Ryker 600. You see him cheesing on there. And then also you see me following on Kevin's, if you're used to the channel, Kevin's Ryker 900. He gets to ride both of them actually, but in this video we just show him riding the Chiquita Banana 600, and you can see Kevin there. There's a portion of the video where he kind of gives his little tutorial for a first time rider on just simple things like some of the features and maintenance and stuff that you should have explained to you when you purchase one. ThrillMouseMoto. So yeah, I want to do something cool. I realized that in the kind of like the following of the people that watch the channel, or most Ryker content out there on YouTube from some of the other cool Ryker YouTubers also, is that people are looking to buy one. They're looking to ride one. They want to absorb as much information from YouTube on any of the Ryker platforms that they can learn, anything. What's it going to be like? Is it for them? How many people enjoy riding it that have been on, two wheels before, no experience at all? It's just, people doing their research. That's why I use YouTube also, is, figure out something that, if I think I want to buy something, especially something that costs as much money as one of these Rykers, or any type of motorcycle, you want to do your research first. So I'm going to start doing this. We got the second season coming up. I've just been saying that. It really doesn't mean anything other than that it'll be like, our 50 episode mark. So I'll start calling everything season 2 after that. So we pop over to Gibby's house. He was really interested. I think he was actually interested in the Rykers before he even bought one. He plans on getting his, which is now, this was filmed a while ago, but it's actually just next month. He should be getting his. So it'd be cool to give him a cool little experience to ride the Ryker around for the first time before he gets his. And we offer that, and we get to share it with you. So some of the things that's cool to see, maybe you'll share the same experience or react the same way as Gibby. Like I said, we do that, and Kevin gets a little tutorial for Gibby on how, some of the cool features of it and stuff that you should know when you're buying one. We toss it over to that and just try to cover as much as we can for some of the stuff, you guys might be looking for. I appreciate you guys watching. Yo, dog.
What up, dog? I heard you don't like to walk around.
Okay, Gibby. Chiquita Banana Ryker 600 2019. Have a seat, dog.
Have a seat.
Okay, so you're gonna have, stock Skeeters. You're gonna have stock Rykers. That's gonna be pretty similar, except for a few things you'll probably notice. I know you don't have one. Yep. That's going to be a major one there. So you are going to probably feel some differences, not too much than what you would once you get your stock one. If that's what you end up doing, not going to use one that always has things. But you have that front suspension, and that kind of goes a good way as far as just the handling of the front. It's going to be different from motorcycles. Do you have like a background in motorcycles at all, or like
No.
ATV? Okay, cool. So you're coming from that. So it's going to be pretty chill, which is what most people are looking for when they are looking at the Rykers, because they're chill, they're automatic. So handling, you got two wheels up front, so that's different from having one wheel up front, wheel in the back. So having cool suspension like the upgrade Elkas that I have on there is cool. I don't have anything on the back, but I got it turned all the way up on level 5, so it's actually pretty cushiony. Little things aren't going to make a difference. So you see I got the locks on them, but that's not going to do anything with riding. Really, these handlebars here, that's a huge difference from what you're going to ride on the stock ones. The other ones are kind of like a Clubman style that kind of come down about here. But you're getting like probably like 5 inches or something off of those, and they kind of got like a chill, relax type of thing. And I really just wanted to get something stronger, but what you're going to get out of it is just the way you're kind of holding on to it.
Right.
So
the domino grips.
Oh yeah, and then the grips, that's a big thing too. Kevin has different ones on his, so you might have felt those. That's the one I'm going to be riding when we ride around, is his 2019 Ryker 900. But these are probably my favorite thing. These are the ones that just do not get old. Some stuff gets old. The handlebars don't actually. These don't.
The suspension, I'm kind of spoiled. To me, that's just the way Rykers are. So I don't even know if I get on a stock one how I'm gonna like that at all.
Right.
The sway bar, I have the stock one, but I do have the end links there, the upgraded ones. They're normally like an ABS plastic, but those are like these aluminum ones that give it a better cushion. That's kind of one of the things that upgrades you can do that just goes away after the first 20 minutes. And the shocks have kind of done that for me. It's the new norm after a while. But the biggest thing for me that sticks around is these handlebars. To me, that's the way the Ryker was supposed to feel when I first got on it, like an ATV, like something that's fun.
Right.
The other one kind of gets you more involved when you're up front, and I'm just trying to like chill out on my back and stuff like that.
Right.
But let's ride around the neighborhood and see what's up. I would say
How do you start this thing?
the biggest thing to do, other than when I tell you how to start it, keep in mind that is the brake. I had a whole video with that with Mo Nation where I'm telling them that. I know it's kind of weird that it's out, but it's the way that I prefer to have it, because I like to kind of have my foot like rest like this without touching anything, and I can do it that way because you don't want to ride the brake and the gas. It's something easy to do in the beginning until you get used to it, and you won't really notice it until like this is telling you.
Right.
But you want to have your foot off the brake for sure when you got the gas on it. So that's one way for me to do that, and I don't have a problem stretching my foot out to do that. It's still comfortable with me. But just keep in mind, no matter what, that's the brake. Anything weird happens, so always keep your foot on this peg here and then just hit the brake, dude. That's it. But starting it, this is like Konami code stuff, dude. What? Yeah, exactly. And I don't know exactly why, but I think it's like, since it's automatic and it's easy to start and easy to operate, they kind of want to make it hard for you to do that, you know? Because once you get it started, you could just run it into a brick wall without knowing how to ride it. So they want to make it weird. So keep your foot on the brake the whole time, because that's just what I do. I think there's a certain point where you have to, but I just keep it on there. You want to do this button here, hit the ignition switch once, give it a forward turn on the throttle, and then let go, and then hit the ignition switch. Like I said, it's some crazy cheat code stuff, but it gets it going. You're probably gonna have to yell at me when we're riding if you want me to hear anything.
All right.
But I got this one going there, so I got some Gibby reactions on here. It's his first ride. His first ride on a Can-Am Ryker, and he's looking forward to getting his own. So let's give him this cool test ride here. Wait until I get right here, and then I'll follow you out. But it's already in forward.
Okay.
Reverse is all the way back, but we keep it that way. But really, the only thing is the parking brake.
Okay.
When you're ready to go, drop it, and then let your foot off the brake, and then just give it. The main thing I tell everyone, other than that's the brake, use it if something weird happens, don't take your foot off of that peg, is when you start, just lean forward a little bit. Yeah, well, it just gives you a weird feeling, and just so you don't kind of get scared in the beginning, just trust me, go like this just a little bit and then go, because you'll see, you'll forget, and it's a weird feeling.
All right.
Let me back out of here first, and I'll give you the signal, and I'll follow you around the neighborhood.
All right, brother.
Parking brake. There you go. Hey. dude.
I can't wait to get it. I cannot wait.
So what'd you think?
That's fucking awesome.
So you're ready to get one then?
Yes. I don't know if I'm ready to, but I will.
In your mind, in your
Yes.
heart.
I'm going to be getting one. Absolutely.
Give him the Kevin details.
So things that will happen eventually. Don't worry about it. You will leave the key in the bike overnight. Make sure you get the lock, because if you go anywhere like downtown or any place sketchy, you might want to lock it.
Right.
If you're going and you're going to leave the bike there overnight, you can get like disc locks and stuff, just like anything motorcycle.
Right.
But the key just presses right on there, and there's like a little ball that comes with it, and you just,
How's that staying in?
it just presses on with plastic.
Yeah,
Is
it's just
it
like
magnet
a,
or nothing?
it's like a friction thing. Yeah, a lot of people don't like it. They make metal ones too
I never
and
even
stuff like that.
use that. I just stick the key loose in my pocket because I don't like having keychains.
Gotcha.
You will take off in reverse when you want to go forward because you forgot it's in reverse. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Actually, the first
That's why
time
the
I
beeps
did
are
it
there.
was when I met him at the gas station. I've been working really hard not to do it. And when it happens
Everybody does it.
there's going to be people to blame when it happens, because you're going to be like, well, I'm normally not riding. He's talking too much, and you know what I mean?
Right. They will not tell you about this. You'll need a spanning wrench to
to
ratchet
adjust
this
the lever?
around, because it just spins around and around and around. This is on full stiffness.
Yeah.
He said it's cushy, but it all depends on your butt meter.
Right.
So, given your weight, you probably want to start at like 3, go to 4, maybe 5. If you're going to go 2 passengers at all,
Yeah.
might as well just start with 5.
Right.
Yeah. And it comes on 1. So it really threw us off, because I was like, it's not supposed to feel like this. And we moved it all the way to 5, and it was like a huge difference.
Right.
And it's just me, and I don't, I'm not that big.
All right, so you will hear noises. It's normal with motorcycles. One of the big noises that a lot of people hear comes from this source.
Oh, just rattling, flapping.
Oh, there's a little thing in here. This is in case you jerry can, you run out of gas. So what you do is you pop this in here, and you put the jerry can in here.
Okay.
What happens is, you see how the lip is in this?
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have it in there just right, kind of like this, it can rattle. I just put it like halfway if it does it. But
Keeps it snug so it doesn't rattle around.
that's the biggest source from a new Ryker is that rattle right there.
Okay.
The brake pedals are adjustable, both on the height, as you can see on his versus mine. You gotta unlock it by kicking it up, and then you can pull that out and twist it
Okay.
to sit where you like to have it. Just don't ride it like he said ever.
Just don't.
And these actually move also.
Yeah, they move
they slide
forward,
back and
backwards.
forth.
Okay.
Like if you don't want to have your legs really stretched out. And this is an extra one I put on there just because I like to stand up sometimes on it.
The frunk or the trunk
Right.
does get very hot. I'm telling you that now, even a 600.
So don't put.
So
fishing
don't
glasses
put your
in there?
phone in there.
Don't put your
put 'em-
chocolates in there.
Some people, even like Carlos, had an issue with one of his cords melting because he didn't
No
put.
way.
You can get insulation for it. You just buy it off Amazon or go to Sling Mods or something and pick up their kit.
Okay.
Windscreen, if you do any highway driving, I recommend it. He's crazy. He went to New Mexico without it.
I don't like it. I want one to put on for when it is, but even when I ride his, like, it feels like my shirt is going to get ripped off because it's like directing the wind. And I think it's just because I'm not used to it.
Right.
And I think after a while you get used to it, then you kind of notice the pros in having them.
Safety is paramount.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody out there cannot see you. The ones that can see you are out to kill you. Always remember that. That's the biggest thing. One of the next biggest things you can do is headlights. Get the bright LEDs.
Yeah,
Our guy in Houston, Quasi, he actually rides with high beams on during the daytime, which I don't do, but I see his point.
right.
The next big thing to do is somebody's not paying attention, they're on their phone, and get a bigger horn, because the one that comes with it is meep meep.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
I actually didn't know
real
until
good.
I let Justin ride it around his neighborhood, and then he beeped it at me and I was like, it sounds like that?
Right.
And then I ordered a new one. And of course, it's just ridiculous.
Gotta have the big horn.
Uh,
Everything is just about customizable that you can change if you want. It really depends on your style. I consider it a sport trike. Some people consider it a cruiser. He said the sway bar, if you have an issue where it's swaying, if you're going on the highway or big long roads, that's going to be your sway bar or end links. The end links is the cheap way to do it, or if you want to just upgrade the whole thing. You could go factory and have them put the big one on, or you can just buy an aftermarket one and get an even bigger one.
Right.
All depends on how much you enjoy driving it. This is your air filter. That is your transmission filter. You have two filters on here.
Gotcha.
So this is an automatic CVT transmission.
Do you have to oil the transmission filter? Or
No, unless you get a
K&N. I have a K&N, but only on this one. They say everything's okay to put in there, but there's too much back and forth that I'm like, I'm
It's
just
fine.
going to
It's
leave
just
that one the way it
you're
is.
fine. It does get hot right here because of the exhaust those are on.
Right.
It does get hot coming up here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Straight down.
Yeah.
You really won't notice until like it's cold outside because
Yeah,
it's always
you're
so
like, oh,
hot.
it's toasty.
When it's like a cold morning, you're like, ooh. Ugh.
You're going to put a max mount on that gives you the extra seat.
Right.
It's going to also put a bar right up along your tailbone. You're going to feel that when you get on it.
Yeah.
This is the stock seat. Kevin has the comfort seat, so you'll see the difference in that.
Yeah.
One of these is actually off. I need to put it back on.
Really? Alright.
It came like that.
This whole top unit clamshells up so we can work on the engine.
It's like opening the hood is breaking it like that.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like a shotgun.
It's something to be concerned about if you're putting lights on like I got. You want to look at your wire routing so you can disconnect it easy.
Right.
You can get a 2-up shock for like $70. Depends on how much your wife rides with you.
So anywhere I go, I pop up and I just lock that one. It just keeps them from rolling it. Or like,
Right.
you could just be like, hey, check this
look
out,
at-
guy,
look at
some
this cool
kid.
bike.
He does it and then just pushes it down the road and then walks away.
Look at this cool bike. I'm a kid. Let's see what this button does.
Yeah.
Watch.
It's not even like about stealing. It's more like
Well, that's
vandalizing.
because I put it in neutral,
Right.
which is drive, reverse,
Neutral's right in the
neutral.
middle.
Not
Gotta
in the
find
middle. It's
sweet
just
spot.
it's a balance point.
Gotcha.
But if you have people sitting on it, so like I said, I don't think about theft. I think about them trying to do something to it, and then now I have to pay for it, you know.
Right.
Sitting on it, trying to take pictures, doing things like that. They could do things where they mess up the seat, try to do weird stuff, or taking accessories. So the max mount
Right.
is another thing that goes on, and then it has a seat on it, and you'll see on Kevin's that someone could just come by and then jack that too.
Right.
So it's really things like that, and it's not really like they're stealing it like a car. They're just doing stuff that really makes you mad. You know what I mean? So you could not do those things, or you can try to do things that prevent that, like that lock. Don't put those things on. Put a different type of lock on it that might keep them away from doing it.
Right.
As far as people sitting on it, I actually got that pro tip from his Ryker Roadrunner. He made a video in the beginning when we got our Ryker, and he puts like a bike, like a regular motorcycle cover that you can get like anywhere, like at Walmart for like $12 or whatever, and just fits it like over the front, the handlebars, and then the seat wherever he goes. And it's something you can keep inside the frunk.
Okay.
And then you can just put that on there, and it would just keep people from sitting on it, taking selfies, Instagram, blah, 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 just doing weird stuff. So if you're going to be like, I'm taking the Ryker today or whatever,
Right.
man, put a cover on that thing, because you're talking about it getting beat down by the sun, and it's all plastic, you know what I mean? So that's what that's going to do with it, especially with the seat, because you can see even here, I mean, that's sun stuff. And then that was before I got it, because like I said, it was a demo or whatever. So there was the one they were parking outside. But if you see the cover that I put on this, and know that it used to be like really dark gray, and it's like bleached white now, I mean, that's what I could have got on my bike these few months that I've had it. So pro move on that, if you're going to be out, you know, at work for 8 hours or more, and it's just sitting in the sun, just throw it on there. But really, it would keep people from getting on it.
Cool. Well, hopefully, you know, if you're interested in getting a Ryker or you haven't been on one yet, this video was somewhat helpful. We plan on doing more. Gibby's actually a dude that I work with like every day, so we're in contact a lot with each other. But once, you know, things start getting a little bit better where we can just meet some new people and, you know, go around and get some more first impression type footage, I know it's what a lot of people are looking for. So I definitely want to hook it up and do whatever I can with this channel and the platform to get you what you want. Also, you know, we got season 2 coming up, so more stuff like that, more ride videos. I have a bunch of footage already still. Like you'll notice, like I'm on the Predator, the RLS exhaust Predator on this video here, because I haven't even heard of the Stealth series, no prototype yet, no nothing, and that's what's currently on the Ryker 600 right now. So still rocking it. A lot more to talk about on that, a lot more exhaust comparison videos, just the cool stuff that it seems like you guys have been wanting to watch, and I'm getting a good response on. So look forward to that. And ThrillMouseMoto season 2, more people that we've met, and then, you know, Gibby, man, he's pretty stoked. You saw his first impression on it, so he should be getting his next month, and he'll definitely be a new member of the ThrillMouseMoto crew. So pretty stoked about being able to share more stuff with you guys. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, dog.
Let's go, man.
Right?
I can't wait to get it.
Yeah.
I cannot wait.
If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to ThrillMouseMoto. I was paid to say this since Barry said he felt kind of weird asking. He also wanted me to say Baja Blast slams and yeah dog, ThrillMouseMoto.